Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody's day? How's everybody going? Alrighty, so I have already knocked out general greetings for the air signs, the fire signs, and the water signs. Now we are moving on to the earth signs, probably my absolute favorite. So we've got Taurus, Virgo, and good old Capricorn. Alrighty, so my lovely earth signs. Are there any messages for my lovely earth signs of Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn? Are there any messages for my earth signs of Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn? Are there any messages for my earth signs of Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn? Are there any... Ah, kitty, you made me mess up. That's too many cards. So, the first card that came out a minute ago was Judgment. So far, that's the only card I've got. So, with that being said, Spirit, can you explain what this Judgment card means for the earth signs of Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn? Can you please explain to me what this means of Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn? Alright. So, we've got Judgment, the King of Cups, and the Page of Swords. Alrighty, so first thing off the bat, Judgment. Judgment is, it's kind of like a tricky one on my notes over here for Judgment. I have it, interesting. The one thing I chose to pick out of my book for Judgment was Awakening of the Dead, which, to be honest, I guess that makes sense, you know, and that doesn't, that's got a interesting connotation to it, because, you know, when people think of Awakening of the Dead, they think of zombies and hoodoo and voodoo, and that's not necessarily what it is. It could just be waking up. It could just be opening your eyes, having a new perspective, realizing that life isn't always what you thought it was. Life isn't always how you think it is. Again, life isn't always what you think it is. We've got the Moon card that came out. Now it is in reverse, so it is your subconscious. It is the things that are just under the surface, that are like right there, that you can almost see but you can't really see. Now this is also, since it is a major arcana card, it is for the sign of Pisces. So there is definitely a lot of water here, earth signs. You probably need to focus on cleansing and grounding, and just kind of like maybe getting back to being earth. Earth is associated with water. That is probably a really good companion for earth, because in order for earth and your green and your foliage to flourish, you have to be able to give it its life source. Its life source is the sun. Its life source is water. Its life source is that nutrients that it sucks up from the soil. It needs the water in order to get that nutrients, in order to fill that reservoir of just being something new. So you probably, being an earth sign, you probably just need, in order to develop this new perspective that you have to go just below the surface. You have to figure out how to nourish it properly, whether that is family related stuff. For some reason in this Judgment card, I keep looking over here to this symbol, and to be honest, I'm not exactly sure what the symbol is, because let me look in the book. I'm pretty sure it doesn't say anything about that symbol, so I don't really know what that is. Judgment card. I'm just going to read, since I got the book open, so we'll just read what the whole thing of Judgment says. Okay. Judgment, transition, reincarnation, rebirth, element of fire, which that makes sense because there's the fire in the background, but for some reason when I look at this, all I can think of, and then I look at this too, this reminds me of the Knights Templar, you know, it reminds me of, I saw 414, it reminds me of the Knights Templar, it reminds me of the Crusades, and then on the other side with the, it makes me think of like the sun coming down. In the moment that the sun goes down, the sun goes dark, that's when the fire comes up. That's when, you know, essentially hell on earth there is. So we've got the crow. It says the crow calls out for those who are ready to rise up and face their past by accepting the judgment. Only by acknowledging the history will you be able to move forward into the future. Now is an excellent time to meditate and to listen to your inner voice. It is only through quiet contemplation that you find a path to absolution. The judgment card may reflect a recent awakening that has moved you to take stock of any habits or life choices that are holding you back. So again, you know, there's, and that makes sense because you've also got the Page of Swords here that's in reverse, and it's almost as if it's pulling away from the King of Cups. So it's pulling away. Again, that's preventing you from reaching that opportunity. And again, here you've got the Moon on your King of Cups, which we got the Moon a minute ago on here. So going into your subconscious, it's preventing you from being, from fulfilling that, from filling up that reservoir. There's something that that's blocked, and for some reason, maybe you know what it is that's blocked,